This is Selesnya Blink, focusing on blinking Yasharn early to pick up extra lands and slam with various walking atlases in the deck. Play late game bombs early, focusing on ETB token generation. Okay, I like this idea. I'm wondering if, like, do we want to run stuff that, like, rewards us for discarding cards is my first thought. Because Yasharn does fill your hand rather meanly. My first thought is solitary confinement. Yeah, we're going to fix this mana base, but this kind of makes a little bit of sense because Yasharn can only get basics. I do want to add a little bit more oomph to the mana base, though. Solitary confinement. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this unless you discard a card. Skip your draw step. You have Shroud. Prevent all damage to be dealt to you. If you're constantly flickering your Yasharn, you're going up cards. And that means solitary confinement is more likely to provide you with value. Other thing I'm thinking about, Iula's Influence. Green, green, green. Discard a land card. Create a bear. So you're now able to flicker and turn these into 2/2s. That's insanely good here. Yeah, Iula's Influence is going to be peak for sure. Didn't realize they were so cheap. Yeah, they are. World Ooze spotted. Yeah, March of the World Ooze actually wombos with Iula's Influence. Suddenly, all these are 6/6s. That's pretty good. We can also do something like Kudo King Amongst Bears. Kudo King Amongst Bears also rewards this kind of bear angle. And then maybe you can do like some Sidar Kondo action, right? Creatures you control, creatures your opponents control without flying or reach can't block creatures with power 2 or less. You might want to get something in keeping the budget under $70 total. 50 is the anchor for the pod with some wiggle room. So we can do like Toski. How much is Toski running nowadays? 7. That is a bit of money. Not my favorite, but God, this is such a good effect. We'll move it to considering for now. Elish Norn would be really nice with Kudo, of course. But I don't think... Yeah, this one's $15. Just a thought. What's the name of the one from Marvel? Because you have Queen Mother Ramonda. Ramonda. You become the monarch, and as long as you're the monarch, creatures with power 2 or less can attack you. And surprise, everything's a 2/2. Ramonda forever. Okay, and then we need Felia. It's just non-negotiable. I'm sorry. If you're running Fortune in here, I want you to spend $4 on Felia. Please, please, please. And then Felia is also just, of course, broken with the Kudo. Speaking of being broken with Kudo, I also want to add Quasali Pride Mage. Quesadilla Pride Mage. Just, hey, look, I have Exalted. Right? This is very nice. I have Exalted is very cool because now when you have Kudo and an attack trigger, you're able to just swing one thing and then, surprise, that one thing is a 3/3 and now therefore impossible to block. We're also going to need mana value 3 type creature. Champion of Lamholt. This is a similar thing. Champion of Lamholt's basically as good as Elish Norn, where you can just with Kudo. This is a everything's unblockable, kind of similar to Sidar. Okay, so now I'm down a little bit on Armada Worm. Down a little on Captain of the Watch, although it's okay. Gruff Triplets, that's fine. Make Knights. I think maybe... No, Pegasus Guardian's kind of good. Protect of the Waste isn't bad, but... Soul the Harvest is a little expensive in my opinion. Love Angel Serenity, good pick. Hornet Queen. Sure. It's okay. I just think we're too in on this high end here. I like the End Race Forerunners, though. Okay. Not generally a fan of these return everything effects. Cloud Shift I'm not a huge fan of. I just don't like 1-for-1 cards, even if it is 1 mana. But I'm also not a big fan of these like 4 mana ones that can like accidentally exile our tokens. Long Road Home I'm not a big fan of. Like, I'd much prefer to see like Touch the Spirit Realm. Right, Touch the Spirit Realm here is a removal spell, but it's also a flicker spell. Removal spell, but also a flicker spell. Getaway Glamour's removal, but also a flicker spell. Another round's okay. I typically find it too expensive. Daydream, I love. Good job. We could probably do Ephemerate Eternal Witness. Right, Eternal Witness, return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Ephemerate is a 2-for-1 flicker spell. This is a nice little wombo combo here to get infinite flickers. Not infinite flickers, but, you know, 1 flicker a turn. Little underwhelmed with Harmonize. I think we can find better card advantage than Soul's Majesty and Harmonize. Azuri's Predation should probably be like a Winds of Abandon in this creature deck. So happy this card's super cheap now. I don't know if I'm big on Golden Argosy either. It just seems kind of expensive. Okay, so we're nearing our $50-ish budget. Sure. Fine. Okay. I would like to see a Tango land in here, I think. What is it called? Is Tango land? 2 more basics. Which you will control. Okay, so we have 3 slots to play with. If you're blinking Guardian Project is so expensive, though. Yeah, it's just too pricey. I would not pay $13 for Guardian Project. Is there something like Toski that rewards us for hitting each of our opponents with creatures? Because I suck. I kind of hate that the answer is Toski. Or in Frostfang? Yep. We could do like Kin Binding. Creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. And then beginning combat, you make a Kithkin. So this is like not Headache Cathar Crusade, where you're able to discard a bunch of lands to Iula's influence, and then get that +X/+X, and then you hit everyone with Kudo in play. Would Mirror Weatherlight Duelist work here? Absolutely, right? And then I wonder if instead of one of these clunky 4-drop flicker cards, if you just go with like Moonbless Cleric to go retrieve your Kin Binding or March of the World Ooze or etc. Airbender's Ascension. Teleportation Circle would be a little too expensive, but we do have Far Traveler here. Okay, I'm going to sort by price really quickly. And we're just going to pull out whatever's kind of more expensive. Because I would like to fit a Recruit of the Guard in here. It's just very nice to get Kudo. Very nice to get Felia. Honestly, I just don't like this one all that much, so. Okay, keep the budget under 70 bucks with card market pricing. Oh, card market pricing. Ew, hang on, we need to do a little review. What did I just add? Harper Recruiter. Well, I did not mean to add that. Recruiter the guard. So if I go into my settings here, how much more expensive is card market than mana pool? Okay, $7. So under $70 of the card market pricing, we are there. Congratulations. Huzzah us. All right, and we'll go and playtest this now. I'm excited. This deck looks like a lot of fun. So land, next turn. Forest, 1-2. Llanowar Scout. Next turn. Forest, 1-2. 3. Moonblessed Cleric, retrieve. Court of Bounty is pretty good. Also, Monarchy is very strong in this deck because of how hard we are to attack. Let's get Iula's Influence, I think. So that'll go on top next turn. Or we can tap, put this into play last turn. And then this turn we go Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yasharn. Get Forest Plains. And we're going to flicker this. So we're going to get another wombo of these two. So that was last turn that we tapped this. So we're going to do that into Daydream. Into Forest. Into next turn. Into Forest, into 1, 2, 3, Iula's Influence, into 1, 2, Druid class, into tap, Sungrass Player, 1, 2, 3, level up, Druid class, Plains. Or I guess we don't level up Druid class, hang on. We go 1, 2, 3, Daydream Yasharn, Plains, Forest. And then you go discard, 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 4 bears. Next turn, Plains. Okay, so now we're a little behind. I think I want to get a Tireless Tracker in this deck. Tireless Tracker just keeps the cards flowing. It grows, right? Counter on this creature. That's very good with Kudo. So Lifestream's blessing out. None of our creatures are particularly huge. Comes into play. I like to tap ones way more. Comes into play, yeah. Like, tapping me put land card into play. All right, so now we can go up. There's an enchantment, which I think is pretty cheap. Reverence. I don't think it's cheap enough, but keep it on your radar. It's nice to be able to go and grab that with Starfield Shepherd or Moonblessed Cleric. So I think in hindsight, getting Airbender Ascension with Moonblessed Cleric was actually better than Iula's Influence there, because you can then start a Flicker Chain with it. What other card draws? So maybe we do one that draws for each creature control. Eladamri's Call would be so cool. Yeah, but it's too pricey. We're super budget deck, keep in mind. Nah. Okay, so I guess it is just Shamanic. Because we're going wider rather than tall. Why -0 counter? I want a card that draws a card and then puts a counter on each creature we control. Like, what is a camaraderie? Nope. Starlight Spectacular? Yeah. I think that's a pretty good inclusion. It's like kin binding in a way. I just had a thought, by the way. So there's Creeping Renaissance, which is a sorcery. Choose a permanent type. Return all cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to your hand. Paradise Lost. Roll 2 6-sided dice. Return any number of cards with total mana value X or less from your graveyard to your hand, where X is the total of those cards. Even if you roll 2, you can return all lands from your graveyard. Here, you can return all lands from your graveyard, and you can discard them all again to Iula's Influence. So you can go, once you have like 20 lands in your graveyard, you go Creeping Renaissance, discard them all again to Iula's Influence, kin binding, explodes your board. You can also attack. So think about this. You have like something like Sidar Kondo in play, or Miri, where they can only block with one creature, and you swing out with your bears that already are there, and then you instant speed Paradise Lost after blockers. None of your creatures are blocked, and then you discard them all, give everything 20/20 with kin binding. I think that's a realistic thing that can happen here. That's a cool card. I like that one. Pest Infestation is cheap as well, right? I don't really like pests here. What makes you like Pest Infestation? Could help go wide. We do not need help going wide. And plus, Pest Infestation kind of just goes wide without any synergy. It's just kind of there. I don't really like it. Okay, we're cooking, guys. We're cooking. Honestly, I think it's Coveted Jewel Mysterious Limousine. These are funny, but I think they are too slow. Maybe Conjurer's Closet out. Just rely on creatures to do it for us. All right, this is keepable. We have 4 lands and we have a ramp spell. Drop, Fortified Village. Next turn, Forest, 1/2, Explore, draw a card. Put a land card into play. Next turn, Plains, 1 2 3 4, Yasharn. Maybe not Yasharn. Maybe we go for Moonblessed Cleric here. And then this is Iula's Influence. Next turn, Forest. And then now you go 1 2 3 4, Yasharn, get Plains, Forest. Next turn, Plains, 1 2, Flicker, Moonblessed Cleric. Kin binding. 1 2 3. Iula's Influence. Next turn, Forest. 1 2 3 4 5. Kin binding. Attack with Yasharn. Maybe you don't play Forest. Maybe you miss your land drop here. And you go next turn. Oh, we would have gotten a Kithkin last turn. So now this turn, you're able to attack. Right, we get +1/+1. And then you go discard, 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 discard. Make 4 bears. So our team now has +5/+5. Gruff triplets. So our team now has +8/+8, +9/+9. Oh, sorry, it would be +8/+8 because we wouldn't have made that bear. So that's a big swing. But once again, we're just kind of running out of cardboard here. There has to be another, like... Another one of these effects. Creature, enchantment, or land? 15 cents. It ramps into Yasharn? I kind of like that. That wasn't even what I was looking for, and still I kind of like that a lot. Secure Tribe Scout. Isn't that card expensive, though? Yeah, it's $4. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. I think, once again, maybe that was just a misplay. I should just be grabbing Far Traveler more, or Emeritus Ascension more. Okay, this hand's incredible. Oh my god, this hand's broken. 1, 2, 3. Io's Influence. You can't really attack me. I can literally discard cards and block. Let's get Far Traveler out. And then this turn you go land, 1, 2, 3, 4, Yasharn, Plains, Forest. And then you go discard, 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 discard. You make 5 bear tokens. And then you go next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, draw 6 cards. Forest, discard, discard, make 2 more bears. Swing with Yasharn. Exile up to 1 target tapped creature control. Get 2 more lands. Discard those for 2 more bears. Next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Creeping Renaissance, get back all of your lands. Land for turn. Poo Poo UFO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now imagine if we had like kin binding at all this game. Like we'd be exploding the table. This is Selesnya Borborygmos. Exactly what I'm thinking of this deck. Maybe we save 1 land just so we hit our land drop next turn. Okay, Winds of Abandon's broken here. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Eternal Witness back. Shamanic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shamanic Revelation. Draw a billion. Okay. I think this deck does have an issue with converting these bears into lethal. But like, what's an overwhelming stampede, you know? +4/+4 trample. Don't mind if I do. I don't know. This is a good jumping off point, I think. I don't know if we're quite there. But zooming out, what are we missing here? I think Angel of Serenity is maybe a little questionable. Just it's a little too slow. As much as I love that card to death. I just can't bring myself to say it's good. I don't know if we need these like go wide kind of cards up here. If we just have a way to get consistently Iola's Influence. So Overwhelming Stampede, Overrun. Decimator. Draw card each creature you control. Is Beastmaster Ascension not good in this? It's not that it isn't good. I just don't like it doesn't give trample. That's the only thing I hate about it. It's a totally fine Magic the Gathering card. I just literally, my brain cannot, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a personal preference. Keep it on your radar. I can't bring myself to do it. Is there another one of these? Like, Collective Unconscious is 6 mana. I could have sworn there was like a better version of this effect. What the fuck does Camaraderie say? Gain X life and draw X card where X the number of creatures you control. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Sure. So my question is, do we want to be like Cryptolith writing? How much is Cryptolith write? $10. Okay, no, we're not going to be doing that. All right, let's spend this again. Okay, this has Moonblast Cleric. I think I would drop Yasharn here. Because this sets us up better. We don't need 2 Overwhelming Stampedes. So let's get rid of Overrun, I think. Okay, next turn. Forest. 1, 2, 3. Far Traveler. Actually, let's play Plans. And then Far Traveler. And then we go attack with Yasharn. And then end step we flicker Yasharn. One, two, Getaway Glamour, flicker this. Again. Forest Plains. Next turn. Land, forest, forest, forest. Iula's Influence. Attack with Yasharn. Attack with Moonblast Cleric. I don't know. You just can't assume that Moonblast Cleric is going to get through, though. You know what I mean? Because this needs to exile a tapped creature. God, if we could run Teleportation Circle here, it'd be so good. But still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 land drops. So 5 bears. And then you flicker your Yasharn. You get Forest, Plains, and you discard the forest to get another bear. It's all basics. Yasharn can only tutor for basic forest, basic plains. That's why we have so many basics. Next turn. I don't know if I like Lure or whatever you're recommending. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, Morningtide's Light's really nice because you can exile Moonblast Cleric and Yasharn. And then swing with your bears. And you exile their blockers. And these both return. Moonblast Cleric comes back. You get type enchantment. Okay, I think in hindsight, I'm not really into the solitary confinement as much anymore. It's okay. Something to consider. For evasion, there's Jasmine. Ooh, Jasmine Boreal. Yeah. Surely we would prefer Ruxa, right? No, Ruxa doesn't work. You can assign the damage through. It's not the same thing. I mean, this is something. I just think we have enough evasion already. Type enchantment. Oh, draw. Oh, each. Sort EDH rec, I was going to say. Normally I don't do EDH rec searches here, but I'm kind of curious to see if there's something I'm missing here. Enduring Innocence seems very strong in this deck. Tokasia's Welcome works. This works fine too. Okay, I don't hate the Enduring Innocence. I just need to cut something of a similar price. Because think about it, you can like discard bears and discard a card, make a bear. Bear draws a card because of the Enduring Innocence, and you do that once each turn. So that's something. Probably better than Miri. So now, draw, Forest, Sky Shroud Ranger, next turn. Forest, tap, put into play. We don't have a plains yet. This sucks. Okay, this hand wasn't a keep. My fault. This hand's a keep. Forest, next turn. Plains, next turn. Honestly, sure. Go Forest, 1, 2, 3. Moonbless Cleric. Iula's Influence. Yeah, Iula's Influence. Next turn, now you play Yasharn. Sorry, we could have tapped this last turn. I should have. Okay, this. Forest. Plains. Next turn, Forest. 1, 2, 3. Iula's. This guy's feeling a little awkward now, too. Okay. I think I am tutoring a little too aggressively for Iula's Influence. Okay, like this is the perfect draw. Okay, this is like God Hand. Quasali. Next turn, Tokasia's Welcome. Next turn, Forest, 1. Sky Shroud Ranger. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Iula's Influence. Pass to your turn. Discard a plains. Make a bear. Draw a card. On your turn, discard a plains. Make a bear. Draw a card. On your turn, discard a plains. Make a bear. Draw a card. My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yasharn. Get plains, get forest. Close and shuffle. Dink. And then we go forest is land for turn. And then we do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Draw 3 cards. Next turn. Here we just win. Or we're getting close to it. 1, 2. Kudo. Or we go 1, 2, 3. Champion. 1, 2. Kudo. Champion gets a counter. And then it's a 3-3. Everything's a 2-2. Except for champion, which is a 3-3, which means they can't block. You swing with everything. And we also draw a card because that's a power 3 or less creature entering. We discard this. We make a bear. We draw a card. Next turn, plains. You can just Overwhelming Stampede or Overrun for +3/+3. You can exile all blockers. You can get more card advantage online. This is moving. I think this deck needs like some amount of Selfless Spirit action. But once we get those in, like these board protection spells that you don't have to hold up mana for, it's already in. So maybe Boromir. How much is Boromir? I don't think it's too expensive. but maybe he is. Yeah, he's like $5. Maybe not. You could do like Flare of Fortitude if you feel like. I'm not gonna put this in your main deck because it is a little expensive. It's $3. That's still pretty decent. Add to considering. You could do stuff like Clever Concealment, but that's way too much money, right? Okay, no, it's $5 now. I'll add it to considering. So if you're having trouble, if you're struggling with like board wipes, facing into those are a couple of options to maybe get in. King Darien. Okay, I do like the King Darien recommendation. That protects all your tokens, which is honestly, I don't know if you need more than that. So we can get King Darien. The fuck, what is this number? That's 10 L. I don't know what fucking L is. I don't know how to read Roman numerals past a point. Yeah, King Darien's a very good recommendation. Good job, chat. Maybe Skullwinder out. We just already have Eternal Witness plus the consistency of being able to grab it with Recruiter of the Guard. Okay, I think we're in a good spot with this deck now. L is 50. So it's 50 minus 10, right? Or is it plus 10? I don't know where the numbers are supposed to be. There's a lot of Darians, that's for certain. There's been a lot of these guys. The 48th, okay. Antioch Strike Leader. Yeah, we can put that in the considering. So, anyway, we put a lot of protection in the considering. I mean, just adjust this depending on your pod. I can't really say how much protection is correct over what we've already included. But yeah, those are some options there. You can maybe do like a 6 kind of thing. You fill your hand with lands all the time. 6 lets you have Retrace. Which can let you retrace Selfless Spirit all the time. It's also Spectacular Spider-Man. But that one's $7. Ew, gross, no way. But yeah, 6 is a good idea with this Selfless Spirit kind of play pattern. Totally possible. Why is there a silver card in considering? Where? I don't see the silver card. Anyway, this is good to go. I think I'm gonna say you're set. I think I fucking cooked here. I